Hey, it's Rob Dagan, an entrepreneur, and man, I hate to say I told you so, but I really did tell you so. Now run the tape. So I realize I'm a bit late on this and I hate it for myself because I was just talking about this in my last video the day before yesterday. But, I've been big on AI recently, and Chegg shares. I don't know if you guys know Chegg, but it was big back when I was in college for being able to cheat on tests and stuff like that. You could see different answers that people are uploading. And I guess they have a legitimate side where you have tutors and stuff that, help teach. But their shares actually dropped 40% today after offering a forecast saying that ChatGPT is killing its business. And this is something that I think was pretty obvious for people to realize. It's not, I think a lot of people see AI as it's going to hurt the little man. It's going to hurt the regular worker, right? But it's also going to hurt a lot of these businesses, a lot of these smaller businesses in particular. And CEO Dan Rosensweig, he was actually quoted as saying, in the first part of the year, we saw no noticeable impact from ChatGPT on our new account growth, and we were meeting expectations on new signups. However, since March, we saw a significant spike in student interest in ChatGPT. We now believe it's having an impact on our new customer growth rate. And I'm thinking, as far as Chegg is concerned, why even use Chegg if you have ChatGPT, which is going to give you the specific answer to your question in seconds, right? And even Grammarly. Unfortunately, that's not a stock, but Grammarly is rendered utterly useless with ChatGPT. Again, Grammarly, it's actually just a written word editor. They help you with suggestions and like a glorified Microsoft or Google autocorrect type thing, right? But with Chegg, they said that the revenue would be around 175 to 178 million this quarter, far below FactSet's analyst consensus estimate of 193.6 million. Chegg shares closed down 48.41% to $9.08 on Tuesday. But otherwise, Chegg actually beat first quarter expectations on the top and bottom lines. But as understandably would be noted from this earnings, is it's been downgraded by a bunch of different analysts. And we missed the boat on that one, right? But there actually might be a few companies that you could still get pretty good gains on if you want to make a short. And the one that I wouldn't advocate for would be Google. But of course, they are at threat with ChatGPT. And even if they implement it, I'm still thinking that they're going to have some trouble monetizing it solely because you don't need to go click on a bunch of different sites to find the answers when you could just get the answers from the prompt, right? Google's advertising business as it pertains to web searches, you got companies that are paying to be promoted. And maybe they could be promoted in their Bard system, which is their ChatGPT alternative, but they're going to have to find a way to monetize that when AI just gives you the answers and solutions that you need without necessarily having to click through a bunch of different links. But again, I wouldn't advertise shorting that one. The ones that I'm thinking about shorting are going to be LegalZoom and Duolingo. Now, why LegalZoom, you might be asking? Well, of all the different industries that ChatGPT is looking to dominate, education being the one with Chegg, we also got the legal industry, which they make a lot of their money off of the confusing jargon that they throw into a lot of these different documents, right? We always have to go and seek out legal help when it comes to understanding the fine print. But with ChatGPT, you can actually just put in the fine print and it'll explain it for you. In fact, ChatGPT has already passed the bar exam, showing that it has knowledge and understanding necessary to be a lawyer. Not only that, it can help you write legal contracts. If you're running businesses, non-disclosure agreements, how difficult is it to find a good one? And you can even ask it for specific things that you want to include into it. So LegalZoom will actually be reporting earnings on May 9th after hours. But along with Chegg, it actually fell 10% today. So I hate that I missed out on that, because if I'd have been in the know about Chegg reporting earnings, then I could have looked into these potential other companies. But also we have Duolingo, and Duolingo, I don't think it would be as great a risk right now because they still have a platform that gamifies learning languages. ChatGPT is very bland. It could, help you with languages, but I still see people using the app as sort of the gamified experience. Actually, Duolingo has already integrated GPT-4 LLM into its new program, Duolingo Max, a subscription tier above Super Duolingo. And it's been ahead of the curve because it's been working with OpenAI for months on the product, which launched in March. So the test here again is if people are willing to continue to pay for their service or use ChatGPT, which is going to be a more bland version. But I wouldn't be surprised if you got a bunch of different little companies popping up to sort of mimic that, because they're able to sort of match what Duolingo would be able to do. So again, it's not just the little man that is going to be impacted from this, workers and whatnot. A lot of the smaller companies are going to be taken out because they're not going to be necessary, especially as AI becomes more easily accessible to the mass public. ChatGPT is one of the first steps, but there's also a bunch of other sites out there that are implementing AI in some way or fashion. It's just what is going to be useful to the most people to use, or what do people need to use? Like maybe you're a creator, you want the creative tools. Maybe you're a shopper, you want the shopping tools that are going to help you find the best prices. But here we are. This is where we're at. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been The Ignorant Entrepreneur. I'm out.